What's going on, guys? This is Aaron from Departures Capital, and we're here with Braelyn Davis, President and CEO of Planet Based Foods. It's a pleasure to have you back on, Braelyn. It's been a little while since we last spoke.
It's been a little bit, but it's a pleasure, Aaron. Thanks for having me on.
For sure. So can we start with some updates on the company and everything you've been up to since you were last on? I know you guys have been up to a lot, so I'm excited to hear it.
Yeah, I mean, we've been very busy developing the brand, developing new product SKUs, and expanding partnerships. So one of the fantastic things that we've been able to dive in the last couple of months is developing our handheld items and creating a partnership with a group called Cedar Lane out of Los Angeles, which have the capability of developing an enormous amount of varietal options for people in the plant-based community. So that opens up doors for us to put our hemp-based IP into everything from breakfast sandwiches to burritos and plenty of other handheld convenience items that we'd like to see consumers have access to. So that was a major step for us in creating a pathway to provide consumers with amazing new products that have the key component of convenience behind it, plant-based convenience, and that's what we're honing in on. So it's been really exciting developing that partnership. It's been exciting being able to see the options that we have moving forward with our offerings. And it's positioned us now to enter retail in a whole new light with all these different products. And that's been just fantastic to see over the last couple of months.
Now, the company just announced that it has expanded its retail distribution with a partnership with Kroger. That's pretty exciting. You know, the Kroger partnership represents the largest retail distribution expansion for your brand to date. You know, this is very exciting. Can you tell us more about this? And congratulations to you, by the way.
Thanks, Aaron. Yeah, I mean, it's been great. I mean, looking at the progression of the brand, we first got into some smaller retailers, then we kind of grew into the New Seasons, New Leaf groups that were focused more on, I would say, the nutrition and kind of plant-based communities. It would cater to those smaller natural grocers. For us to now penetrate mainstream grocery chains like Kroger is a huge step. It positions us in over 700 new retail locations in 10 new states. So the accessibility of, the sustainable plant-based food options that plant-based can offer, it's now readily available, specifically to the West Coast of the United States. So it's a very strategic step. We wanted to saturate the West Coast market with our offerings and continue to expand nationally. And Kroger is a fantastic partner with all of their banners from QFC to Fred Meyer's to access those points of distribution for retailers. So it's an amazing opportunity, and it's a fantastic step for the plant-based 2.0 offerings that we're putting out there for people to get. So we're really excited about it.
Yeah, and it must be exciting for yourself, developing your brand, your products, and then making these partnerships and seeing progress. And we've covered it for you guys, so it's been pretty interesting to watch. So the company uses hemp for their products, which seems really like a great choice. Can you tell us more about your plans for future products and, what should we expect down the road?
Absolutely. So Planet-Based Foods has been focused on creating protein substitutes here. We want to create savory, delicious alternatives for people who need protein, but not necessarily looking for a fake meat. We like to see our brand as plant-based 2.0. Mm-hmm. It's the next evolution of plant-based. It is shamelessly plant-based, and it's very plant-forward. We like to use the term whole plant. It represents a plant, not a fake piece of meat. So there's a huge consumer base out there and a continued white space that's opened up for people who simply want to evolve in the plant-based space and eat new products that aren't replicating something of the past. And that's the new 2.0 modality of plant-based offerings. And we're really excited to be there and pioneer that in the space and be very low on our processing and very simple on our ingredients. And I think those are two very strong components that people in this space are looking for when compared to some of our larger competitors that have tons of ingredients and half of them you don't understand. We have a very simplified ingredient that's low impact on the planet and super nutritionally sound for the body. So that's what we're really excited about coming out of 2022. Now, going into 2023, we're going to really start sinking our teeth into the concepts of non-dairy. We have lots of non-dairy offerings coming up. We've been steady developing different IP around milks and ice creams and other alternatives that we're excited to share with everyone in the next year. So that's that's going to be our new focus, expanding the brand, expanding the offerings into different segments of the market, and giving people this alternative that people are really craving. And the most important thing is, as good as it is for your body, it's equally as good for the planet, utilizing hemp as a first ingredient. And we're the only ones doing that. We're really proud of that.
Yeah, you mentioned that essentially fake meat or whatever, and that's, I see that on the shelf sometimes and I'm like, what's actually in this? I'm glad that you guys didn't take that approach. So, why has the company decided to focus on hemp products specifically?
Yeah, so the company was originally founded around some very simple concepts. It's nutrition and sustainability, and those are some of our core focuses. And when we're looking at what could we hone in on that could provide the body what it needs in spades, but also not deplete the planet and all its resources. And better yet, let's go even further. Let's go further. What doesn't only not deplete the planet, but what regenerates the planet? And that's where we honed in on hemp. You can plant hemp as a rotation crop. It's a beautiful crop to be planted in front of potatoes. Other large agricultural groups are starting to experiment with it in front of different crops, cash crops, because it regenerates the soil. You can plant it multiple times throughout the year, and you can actually use it as a carbon sequestering tool. So it sequesters more carbon than almost any other plant out there. Even when you compare it to a forest full of trees, per square foot, hemp sequesters more carbon than a forest full of trees. So you start looking at that impact on the planet and go, wow, this is kind of amazing. We can feed people nutritionally, very soundly, high protein, healthy omega fatty acids, high fiber, great carbohydrate content, all these things that athletes and performance foods, are honing in on, it provides. Meanwhile, it's using drastically less water, and it's providing farmers with options to rejuvenate the soil and sequester more carbon. So when you're looking at both sides of the coin, you have this amazing ingredient, and that's why it's our number one ingredient. It's our first ingredient. We like to lean on it for that reason, because it's just so good for the human body and the planet. And that's really what we gravitated towards hemp for. And as we continue to progress in this world and in this market, plant-based foods is always going to be seeking out other alternatives from a sustainable standpoint that can nourish the body and help heal the planet. And that's the main focus. And that's why, again, we're focused on hemp.
It's quite interesting. I didn't know that about hemp. So good to know. Thanks for that. So can you tell us more about your pipeline and what's to come for the company, which we'd be excited about?
Absolutely. Yeah. The pipeline is where we are really excited. We have tons of IP built out. We've had over 10 years of developing different segments of IP, from the non-dairy element to the protein element and even beverages. But coming out of 2022, we're really focused on the handhelds. Again, with our recent partnership with Cedar Lane, it's about plant-based convenience and offering this plant-based 2.0 modality of low processing, simple ingredients, good for the planet, good for the body. And that's the key focus coming out of 2022. And then again, moving into 2023, it's that heightened focus on the non-dairy segment and what other offerings we can provide in that segment of the market. Now, the more we can infuse hemp in this modality and all these different segments of the market, the better. Again, if only for the reason that it can help offset our carbon footprint, it's amazing for that alone. But the fact that it has all these other benefits is what really, gets us excited. And, the opportunity to enter in different parts of the market and help offset the carbon issues that we're having in every segment of the market is the opportunity that plant-based food sees. And that's what we're pursuing right now.
Yeah, I'm excited to cover that. So, despite the difficult times in the stock market and the economy, like we've all experienced, the plant-based foods industry continues to grow at a rapid pace. What are some of the things you're most excited about when it comes to, the industry as a whole in the near term and moving into 2023?
Yeah, I mean, what I'm most excited about is, again, the messaging and the progression of the market itself. That's moving away from trying to replicate something of the past, trying to replicate meat. We want to create savory, delicious foods that stand on their own. And again, that are plant forward and whole plant based. And that's simplified ingredients, low processing, very healthy for you, very good for the planet. those are the key things that we're focused on right now coming out of this next year. And, really being able to seize the opportunity of this developing white space of consumers that are looking for the evolution of plant-based, not the digression of plant-based into something that was already done. So we're going to seize that opportunity. We're going to cater to those consumers that have been asking for these products, and we're going to make them as readily available in a different formats, so people can enjoy it and feel good about enjoying it as well.
That's a very unique approach. I really like your vision. So, when can I get some products to try on the channel?
We'll get you some. I mean, you can hop into any one of our 10 states, from Arizona, California, Colorado, Idaho, Illinois, got Nevada, New Mexico, Oregon, Utah, and Washington as well. And outside of that, I'll just send you some.
Yeah, that'd be great. I'd love to try it out so that we can, make a video or try it out on the next interview. So where should investors go for more information on the company? Where's the best place?
Absolutely. Yeah, we have an investment page on our website. I'm sure we can provide you with the link to pop up on your page. Just visit that and contact us on the email or phone number listed, and we'll take care of you.
Perfect. Well, thanks so much, Braelyn. It's been a while, and it's nice to have you back on for those updates. I look forward to, watching you progress, and best of luck with everything.
Thanks so much, Aaron. I'll talk to you soon. Have a great day.
If you like these videos, kindly hit that subscribe button and the bell for notifications. Drop us a comment down below. We'd love to hear from you. And finally, always remember, Departures Capital is for information, education, and entertainment purposes only. Don't buy or sell a stock because you heard it on here. Buy or sell a stock because you've done your research, you've done your thorough due diligence, and you're making your own personal investment decisions for yourself. This video is not financial advice. Furthermore, this video may or may not have been sponsored by the companies that we've profiled within this video, and we may or may not own shares of any of the profiled companies in this video. If you want to know the full disclosure details, check the description down below, along with thoroughly reading our disclaimer. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and I look forward to seeing you in our next video.